Now, at the start of this year, two young brothers, Noah and Rowan, were both diagnosed with rare genetic disease, Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy. The local community has rallied around the family and set up a fund to help raise money for the boys' care and treatment. To find out more, I'm joined now by the boys' mother, Bianca Benson, and by Irish and Leinster rugby star Robbie Henshaw, who's helping to raise awareness for the boys. You're both very welcome, folks. Great to have you with us on the show. I might just start with you, Robbie, and just explain how you know the Bensons and why you decided to get involved with the effort to help the family out.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's great to be here. About 4 weeks ago, Bianca's dad came down to my house in Athlone, where I was quarantining and training, and I happened to be in the garden at the time, and Terry is his name. He came up and he told me the news about his grandsons, and just I heard about this disease before, and it's incredibly tough to hear this during this time. And the Benson family and the Henshaw family go way back. Our grandfathers, Bianca's and my grandfather, played music together and were neighbours. So Bianca's dad asked me to get involved and help raise awareness and raise funding for the boys' future, and I was delighted to be able to get involved. Where we're from, Coosan in Athlone, the community is quite a tight-knit community, and everyone to do whatever they could to help people in need.
Well, it's great that you're involved because they're two lovely boys, Noah and Rowan. Tell us about them first of all, Bianca. What kind of lads are they?
They're very happy boys most of the time. Noah believes he is Spider-Man, and he's going to grow up to be a superhero.
Like any six-year-old boy, like most six-year-old boy.
Like any six-year-old boy. He's just like any six-year-old boy. Carries on just the same and runs about and has fun, just like any other normal boy. And to look at both boys, you wouldn't think there was a problem. Rowan is 4. He's into the outdoors, animals, farming, anything farm-related, tractors, stock, machinery.
Yeah.
He's mad into that,
stuff.
and he's great crack.
Yeah.
He's funny. He's funny.
And they're two beautiful boys, two bubbly, beautiful boys. But when did you realise that you needed to get them checked out, and when did you find out about the condition that they have?
Well, there was always something, as in standing, walking. I put it down to children developing at different stages, and I didn't worry overly at the time. And then last year, after Noah started school, he had a developmental check, which all children have. And they kind of thought maybe we should be referred to the primary care centre in Roscommon. So we went there and seen a physiotherapist. And she suggested that we go to a paediatrician. And so we did. We visited a paediatrician in December, and he had a look at the boys. He did a hip x-ray on both boys. That came back clear. And he also did a blood test for an enzyme called CK, which is released from damaged muscle into the bloodstream. So his idea was that if it was a low reading, physiotherapy might be enough. And if it wasn't, then treatment would be the next option. I didn't think anything of that. It didn't scare me. I just thought, well, he's the professional and he knows what he's doing, so we'll go with him. So he did the blood test that day, and he said he would get in touch with us by evening time with the results. So a normal read would be in the region of 190. And both boys' readings came back in the 20,000s.
Okay.
So that was very, very high. So he referred us then on to a Dr. Declan O'Rourke in Temple Street. He also works in the Central Remedial Clinic. And he is a neuromuscular specialist in Ireland. So we went to see him in January, and he had all the blood work that had been done with Portiuncula and Ballinasloe in December, so he knew what he was looking for. I didn't think that we were going for a diagnosis that day. I thought we were going to meet this man just as a kind of a consultation first. So he had a look at the boys, looked at their muscles, watched them sitting down, going from sitting to standing, walking, just that kind of thing. And he then got someone to come and take them to a play area in the hospital, one of the staff. And he sat us down and he said, we'll just have a chat. Still no alarm bells ringing in my mind. And he started to talk about Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy. And that's when our worlds crumbled, really. I wasn't expecting that.
That was a hammer blow for you.
It was.
Tell us, what will the boys need now? What's the outlook for the boys, and what will they need, and what can this fundraising achieve to help them?
Well, at the moment, nothing but support is all they need. And what any boy in any family needs is a cure, which isn't here yet. And we would hope that the powers that be could maybe help all Duchenne boys to find a cure. I suppose the funding will be of help into the future for the boys. Should anything arise unexpectedly, maybe a trial or something, and you need to get to America or wherever it may be, then that will be used for that. But in the meantime, it'll be for their general health and well-being. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
And this is all been done by a local committee. They came to us in February and asked if they could do this for us. And initially we were, I don't know about this, you know. But they just wanted to help. And we have gotten great support from them. Strength, actually, is the word I'm looking for.
The community coming together.
From them coming together. It's amazing, you know, and especially with COVID going on, and you think people have big problems.
Well, I tell you what, they're two beautiful boys, and they are bubbly, friendly boys, and I think we can chat to them now, because Sean, their father, is at home with Noah and Rowan, and they can join us on Skype. Good morning to you, lads. How are the boys this morning, Sean?
They're fine, Tommy. We were up bright and early, and breakfast over, and that's it. They're just planning their day now.
And I believe,
get up.
Sean, you do a bit of farming yourself. Does one of them help you out now? Have you got a helper there, have you?
Yeah, we have a helper, yeah. Rowan loves to help. He likes to come. He's mad for tractors and animals and all that.
Tell me, is there a Spider-Man in the house as well, I believe? Is there a budding superhero there? Is that you, Noah, is it?
Say hi. Say hi, Noah. Noah, say hi to me. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. It's smiling you, so.
That's him, all right. And can I ask them, can they tell me who's Ireland's best rugby player?
Who's it? Noah? Is it Robbie?
No.
Johnny Sexton, is it?
Robbie Henshaw.
Say it. No. Well, look.
Yes. Live TV for you.
Bianca, they're just two beautiful boys, and Sean's not bad himself.
No, he's okay, isn't he?
By the way, what do you hope for their future?
Oh. What does any mother hope for any kid's future? You just hope for the best for them, and to give them the best, and to love them and support them. And they will teach us more about Duchenne than anybody ever can. You know, so we just take it a day at a time. And
the sport has been brilliant, Robbie, and thanks so much for getting involved. Do have to ask you though, you're back at the day job now, back training. Fingers crossed, the rugby will get back going over the months ahead. What's it been like for you, and how excited are you to be possibly getting back in the pitch in the next while?
Yeah, it's strange times, all right. We're back 3 weeks already training, and you know, it's kind of socially distant. Started off week 1 in groups of 7, staying 2 meters apart. You know, on a rugby pitch is tricky, but yeah, listen, there's a good good roadmap for us to get back to playing on the 22nd of August behind closed doors. That's the plan. I think it's Leinster-Munster is our first game, so that'll be it'll be good. I think, you know, what lockdown has taught me is just it's been a great period to, I suppose, reflect on, you know, the position that me as a sports person is in. You know, be in this position is great, and I suppose that bit of realisation as well that, you know, that I was able to see people, you know, I could help people who needed something, and to be able to give back to the community. So I think that's a big thing that I think lockdown has come across to me.
Absolutely. Listen, it's taught a lot of us a perspective on that front. Robbie Henshaw and Bianca Benson, thanks so much for joining us. The GoFundMe page is GoFundMe Noah and Rowan's support group.
Gately support group.
Benson Gately support group. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. I hope the fundraising is a success.